everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here and record a video for y'all since I didn't do my weekly messages, so I just wanted to leave an offering. And I also feel like there's an important message to come through. I just recorded my spiritual vlog for Patreon, and I was getting a lot about investments and a lot about the North Node in Taurus being conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and kind of cryptocurrency potentially taking off. So I felt called to record a message for this week, just to see what comes out. And I might pull cards by sign or by element or something like that if I feel called to do that. Any announcements? Yeah, speaking of Patreon, all new patrons till the end of July are gonna be getting a 1-card love pool. So if you're interested in love, and you want a personal reading from me, definitely hit me up on Patreon. But that's all I have to say about that. Okay, let's start with the Sun deck. I'm excited to pull some cards. Something about this reading feels exciting. Let's see. I feel like some people are asking me how I am. I'm doing really good, way better than I was a few weeks ago. And I just feel very clear, very peaceful, and yeah, very excited about what's to come. Oh my God, so Sun in Cancer, Moon in Pisces. So Sun in Cancer says resourcefulness, Moon in Pisces says empathy. So we have a lot of water energy going on right there. I almost feel like that's a trine. So this could be a very emotional week. With resourcefulness and empathy, there could be a vibe of kind of I don't know, intuitively feeling what is next, or intuitively feeling what you need to do. So there could be a vibe of oh, I should do this. It almost feels like you do things in order to set yourself up for success without even knowing it, or you're I should do this beforehand, in order to you just feel called to do something and you do it, and it really sets you up for a really good future. So some of you, this could definitely be past energy, where maybe you did something in the past without really thinking about it, just something you felt called to do intuitively, and now you're receiving the benefits of that this week. With it being water, it definitely could be something emotional. Maybe it's therapy, you've been investing in therapy, and that energy is coming back to benefit you now, or something like that, where maybe you've been doing a lot of work when it comes to wounding around family or the mother, which are definitely moon themes. So it just kind of feels like something is paying off. Yeah, okay, now we have Sun in Aries, which Sun in Aries, Sun in Cancer would create a square. So some of you could be feeling a little bit, I want to say shifty in your energy, where it's there could be a sense of wanting to take charge or wanting to take command. So some of you could be feeling a little bit bossy, or a little bit my way or the highway, and there could be a butting of heads between two people who are very dominant in personalities. So I want to say watch out for conflicts, arguments, wanting your way to be the only way. Yeah, Moon in Pisces empathy, there could be a sense of just giving a little bit more leeway to other people, not getting into fights or arguments. Let's see. I'm also getting too, some of you, your intuition is really paying off this week, I want to say. It almost feels because you went where you were called, or you did something intuitively, it's really setting yourself up for success, or you've really set a solid foundation for yourself, or something like that. And so yeah, definitely in the vein of crypto or something like that. If you've invested, this could be a really good week to see a return on your investment, or to make a lot of money. Yeah, I see 444, which is my necklace as well. So I want to say that is confirmation of this message for some of you, especially around investing. Yeah, we have submission with What is it? Venus in Pisces. I'm really drawn to the bird in this card. That definitely does give like Pisces energy to me, but Venus in Pisces submission. Some of you, you could have felt like restricted or kind of like forced into something, or maybe you were having a little bit of a hard time. I almost feel like you had to submit to something, or you had to like give in to something. Yeah, Pisces is 12th house energy in this card. The 12th house is kind of like transcendence, and I want to say a limitless type of energy with Pisces energy. So some of you, it almost is like trying to restrict the ocean. It's like very uncomfortable, or it doesn't really work. So I kind of feel some of you are kind of like a small fish in or a big fish in a small pond or something like that, or it's just you didn't have room to kind of stretch your legs out, or you didn't have like the space you needed to like get something done or to like be fruitful in a situation. And so I kind of feel like there's a lot of Pisces, a lot of intuitive energy. Maybe some of you were expecting something, or some of you kind of like just had to like ride the waves. I'm getting a lot about water, so some of you could be by the ocean or planning a trip by the ocean, but it just kind of feels like I don't know, because you like submitted, or because you kind of like rode something out, or it just kind of feels like something's going in your favor with the Venus energy. Yeah, Venus in Aquarius, detachment. So more Venus energy. Yeah, I kind of feel like with the 11th and 12th house coming out with Aquarius and Pisces, you could have been like, I don't know, it almost like you're towards the end of a journey or towards the end of a chapter. And with it being like the oldest signs in the zodiac, there could be a sense of wisdom to be gained, or perspective, or vision. And I kind of want to say, like, with a lot of Pisces energy coming out, there is a sense of transcending certain circumstances, or like overcoming certain circumstances. So I want to say that like maybe you had to just like give into something, or accept something, or allow something to play out. And then we have Jupiter in Aries, enterprise. So yeah, it's like you're right at the beginning of something now. So some of you, you had to like let something go, or you had to like, yeah, detach from something. A lot of Venus energy. This could definitely be a romantic energy, or maybe you just had to let go of certain comforts or something like that. Step outside of your comfort zone. And because you did that, now it's like Jupiter in Aries energy, which I feel is really fast. And we have Jupiter in Aries right now. So I want to say like there could be a sense of right now, or something does well right now, or something really like takes off. We have the moon in Gemini, adaptability. So yeah, it just kind of feels like going around the wheel, if I'm being honest. Like we're in Aries, and then we jump to Gemini, and then after that is Virgo, I believe. So it's just kind of like, I almost feel like you're skipping steps, or something is moving a lot quicker, because you kind of have some like transcendental knowledge, or you have intuitive knowledge that kind of allows you to move through something a lot faster. So it almost is like, I've been there, done that, or I've been through trials and tribulations, or I've just come out of something that has prepared me for this new chapter, for what's next. And so it kind of feels like maybe there has been a very slow period, a very slow ending to something, and then like you're back at a new chapter, or you're like ready to take off, and it feels like I don't know, it's like you've done the slow part, or you've gotten the slow part out of the way, which is like maybe carving a new version of yourself, or a new perspective. And now like you're ready to hit the ground running. I feel something takes off very quickly. I kind of feel like on fire as far as my intuition is concerned today, like my messages. Yeah. Sun in Sagittarius, enthusiasm. Ninth house in energy. I feel called to let y'all look at this a little bit longer. Yeah, so Sun in Sagittarius. Oh my god, I recorded a mini reading for my Patreon today as well, and it really talked about like a Sagittarius coming into your life, or Sag energy coming into your life when you were maybe in like the Hermit energy, which is like very solitary, very much focused on work, or just introverted. So this could be a theme for the week where maybe there's excitement coming in, there's travel, there's fun, there's like abundance, there is maybe this philosophical fire that is entering your life, where maybe things were once dull, or things were maybe once not moving forward. And it just kind of feels like, I don't know, Sag energy is really fun to me. Maybe it's because I'm a Leo. Like, I just love that fire, like get up and go and like be excited and in conversation. So some of you, this could be a very social week for you. I also want to say with Sun and Sag, some of you, your belief system or your philosophy in life is kind of, I feel like making a way for you. Like Sun and Sagittarius is very optimistic, is very much like see the bright side of things. So I almost want to say that like you're kind of being pulled into that perspective, especially if you've been in one that is a little bit dark or a little bit dull, or I want to say enduring. It kind of feels like with Sun and Sagittarius, now you kind of get to be optimistic, you get to be lighthearted, you get to be fun. Some of you, this is an energy of vacation or travel as well. So maybe it's like you had to work, and you were saving up to like go on a vacation, and now you're finally at the place where you like go on a vacation. Mars in Capricorn, authority. So this to me kind of feels like belief, the way that the card is depicted. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like two different energies here. Sun and Sagittarius with Mars and Capricorn. To me, it's kind of like responsibility and duty versus like fun. So some of you could be needing to find a balance between that. Also, Mars and Capricorn to me kind of says like, get the coin. Like that to me kind of says like emphasis on work, emphasis on finances, like money. So I'm almost gonna say Mars and Capricorn is kind of like a money magnet, or very, very good when it comes to like money management or finances. So some of you, I kind of feel like you are hitting some type of jackpot or something where you have like the money you need to have fun. So some of you definitely could have like worked and like accumulated a bunch of resources with Mars and Capricorn, and now you kind of get to like have fun or enjoy the summer. Like Sun and Sagittarius is a lot of fire energy, so maybe you are finally to a point in your journey where you get to relax, be more optimistic, be more lighthearted, indulgent. Some of you, Mars and Capricorn, definitely when talking of investments, I feel like that's a very auspicious card to come out as far as like investing your money. So yeah, Jupiter, which is the traditional ruler of Sagittarius, represents expansion. And the Sun in Sagittarius is really giving Eight of Wands energy to me, which is just like, boom, sparks, take off, like very fast, very like abundant. So I want to say like with these two cards coming out, there could have been some type of financial strategy, where there could have been some type of like planning of something, or some type of move that you made when it comes to your finances that is leading to a lot of like abundance, a lot of optimism, a lot of travel, and a lot of like, I don't know, it just like is a turning of tables for the positive. Yeah, Jupiter in Aries, enterprise. So this could definitely be a business move, a career pivot, something like that, that really like leads to a lot of money. Yeah, we have Mercury in Cancer, intuition. So I want to say something about like intuition is like very significant to this. It's like you made the move at the perfect time with Sun in Sagittarius, and it almost feels like the divine came down to you and revealed to you this move or this strategy when it comes to finances, and it feels like it was like perfect timing or something like that. Let's see. Okay, what do I want to do? I kind of feel this is such the energy of the mini reading I just did for Patreon, where it was talking about indecision. Now I'm like, there's unlimited ways to like go about this reading. Okay, so I just split this deck. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it says ambition. Yeah, I kind of feel some of you could have been like, I don't know, making a very like strategic career move, or maybe you are very ambitious. You're like, I'm gonna fucking win. Yeah, I was getting that like Capricorn energy, get the coin. Like some of you, maybe you have been very focused on like achieving something or manifesting something. I feel like you're gonna do it. I almost feel some of you too with Mars and Capricorn, you have staying power or you have stamina in a situation. And so maybe you have the vision or the optimism to be like, I'm gonna win or I'm gonna get this. Like, why wouldn't it be me? Which is like Sun and Sagittarius energy. Like, everything's gonna work out, everything's gonna go well. So, but then you also have like the stamina behind it as well. You're like, why wouldn't I achieve my goals? Because I know I work hard or something like that. So that's kind of like the sentence that I'm getting between Sun and Sagittarius, Mars and Capricorn. It's like that optimism of like, this is going to go well. And I'm going to like ensure that with like strategy or with like doing what I need to do to like make something happen. So I almost feel like some of you, there is a sense of reward. Definitely Sun and Sagittarius. Enthusiasm, there is a sense of like, I want to say enthusiasm returning to your life or something taking off enthusiastically or something like that. So yeah, let's pull some cards. Maybe I'll use the crystal deck for each sign or something like that. Yeah, Ten of Wands, which is Sag energy. Some of you, maybe you have been a little bit frazzled. Almost like you've been trying to like get the sweet spot of something, or you've been trying to like, I don't know, get something right. Maybe it's been a struggle. You're like, it could be in life in general. You're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, or I'm really struggling, where it just kind of feels like overwhelmed or trying to take care of a lot of things. And then you kind of hit that like inertia moment where it just feels like you push through some type of barrier or something really takes off. And it kind of feels like, I don't know, nirvana. It feels like hitting the sweet spot of something where you once really struggled and now things are just so easy. And it just kind of feels like things take a turn for the better. Oh my God. Okay. So I was pulling cards with this deck for myself earlier and the Fortuna card came out. And it is like Sun and Jupiter energy together, which is what I was just talking about with Sun and Sag. Because Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Sagittarius. So I want to say this card talks about fortune. It talks about kind of blessings. It talks about things getting better or like almost like an opportunity being presented to you from the divine. So I want to say that is like very much like the energy that like a lot of us are going to be coming into. Yeah, Ten of Swords, everything is fine. I kind of feel like some of you have had a really hard time. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, that's Sag and Gemini energy. So some of you could have had a lot of transits to your 3rd and 9th house, or maybe you just have a lot of Sag, Gemini energy in your chart in general, but it kind of feels like things are getting better. Yeah, Six of Wands in reverse, maybe you felt a little bit like unnoticed or like you've been hearing no a lot or something like that. Oh my God, the devil. Some of you have definitely been feeling like restricted. What? Okay, so I'm saying restricted and then I was getting a call from like some healthcare place. So some of you, maybe your health has been restricting you. Maybe you've been feeling like you just don't have the like energy or the vitality that you once had. But I kind of feel like that's changing. With Jupiter and the Sun, maybe your health is gonna be like taking a turn for the better. I'm kind of getting that. Oh, the videos are so long. I guess I just have a lot to say. Like, it just kind of feels like my channel is open. But I didn't want these to be so long, but yeah, the sun. I kind of feel like the sun is returning to your lives. So maybe it's with like the sun moving into Leo. Maybe there is a sense of like optimism returning, kind of like coming out of darkness. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Five of Wands and the Temperance card, which I mentioned before. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups. So I almost feel like for some of you, there could have been like, I want to say very restrictive circumstances for you. Like Seven of Swords in reverse with the Five of Wands. There could have been a sense of like shadiness or plotting, or just feeling like there's been a lot of energy like working against you, or it has been an uphill battle for you, or yeah, just a sense of overwhelm, things not going the way that you want. It just kind of feels like a lot of obstacle, a lot of struggle. But with the Seven of Swords in reverse, there could be a sense of like, almost feel relief or reveal with that, where there is a sense of like perspective or understanding. And with the Temperance card in the middle of your reading, there is a sense of like divine timing, or like, I want to say divine planning. So it almost feels like where you once saw a lot of roadblocks, a lot of obstacles, it's like now you're kind of like going around that. And yeah, this is Sag energy, Jupiter energy. So I'm also getting to, it almost feels like where a lot of people were distracted or arguing about something, or a little bit of chaos. It feels like you're kind of like alchemizing something, or you're like making something. And it just kind of feels like there's a sense of inside knowledge. Oh my God. The Taurus reading is insider trading or something like that, about financial investments for July. So I'm really getting a sense of like financial investments are like money for some of you, but it almost feels like while people are distracted, or maybe this is like being in the matrix or kind of being in the everyday life, I almost feel like you're creating alchemy, or maybe you're coming into alignment as far as like gifts, or I want to say divine guidance is concerned. Yeah, and then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups. So Five of Pentacles in reverse is Taurus energy. So I want to say Temperance, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups. Some of you are coming out of like being without, you're coming out of like not having enough resources. Some of you, this could be in the capacity of love with the Ace of Cups coming in, but it just kind of feels like things are coming into alignment for you. Yeah, and oh my God, so this is the card of Sagittarius. We have the sun kind of peeking out there before. So there is like, shout out to my Sagittarius suns, but I'm kind of getting like, there is a sense of like the sun like coming up, or there's a sense of like peace returning, or like bliss, or it just kind of feels like things are really picking up. So this December could be significant for some people. Yeah, maybe there's like a cycle from last December to this December coming up where things kind of look very different, or it almost is like something comes full circle, or you look back at your life from like December and things look very different. And I feel there's a continual like things getting better or something like that. So maybe from December to like now, things have been hard or a struggle, but now like from now until December, things are gonna be like really good, or very positive, or very easy, or something like that. So this is already low-key a long video. I will pull some crystal cards for each sign, because I love working with this crystal deck. So hopefully this will be very quick. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Crystal card for Cancer. So we have blue calcite. Money comes. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss it, you will land amongst the stars. So yeah, you're represented by the moon card. So I feel like that is definitely a synchronicity for you, Cancer. But yeah, so soothing. Meditate with cool blue calcite when you intend to manifest. So some of your manifestations are coming to roost. If you have planted seeds of like money coming in or financial blessing, I feel definitely get some blue calcite, help you manifest, help you kind of call in that feeling of abundance. We also have labradorite on the bottom, And it says, ever tired, ever failed, try again, fail better. So it says restoration and spiritual strength. Yeah, I kind of feel that message of endurance probably really resonates with you. And almost feel like you're to the end of a chapter of like hardship or not having the resources that you need. Leo. Let's see. So we have fire agate coming out, which says grace under pressure. And it says, healing mantra for the day. May I feel all I need to feel in order to heal. May I heal all I need to heal in order to feel. So yeah, it says, oh my God, this deep, rich agate helps to immunize you against what's going on around you, offering a layer of protection from external influences, helping you to stay strong regardless of who or what is happening in your immediate environment. Fire agate helps you get through difficult situations with grace. In other words, walk through the fire unscathed. So yeah, I kind of feel some of you have definitely been having a really hard road. With the energy of 5 of Wands, 7 of Swords in reverse, maybe people have been fucking with you or just like coming for the sun, and it's like, you can never come for me. But I kind of feel like, oh my God, yes, we have fulgurite on the bottom, which says forge strength. So I kind of feel like there's a vibe of like strengthening. Some of you could be working out. I'm kind of getting like building muscle or something like that, but it just kind of feels like you have been really graceful, like considering your circumstances, and it just kind of feels like you're being rewarded, or things are definitely going to be getting easier. I feel a lifting of pressure, or yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. Maybe there is a truth that is setting you free, or there's clarity that is setting you free. Virgo. So we have fulgurite, forge strength. It says the world is round, and the place which may seem like the end may also be only the beginning. Yeah, so it kind of talks about like a strengthening, or a sense that like things are getting better. Some of you could have been going through a really rough period. Maybe I almost feel the sense that like you felt like you couldn't like handle something. You felt like you were gonna crack under pressure. You felt like something was like way too much, but I feel you kind of like stayed strong, or you endured something. And it kind of feels like, I also saw blue calcite money come, so it feels like there could be a sense of financial reward or financial relief. Maybe you didn't know how you were like gonna pay your bills, you didn't know how you would make something work, but you made it through it. And so I kind of feel there's relief. Let's see. Libra. So we have ammonite, which says growth and possibilities. And it says life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. So yeah, this card talks about having hope, which is definitely like the sun in Sagittarius energy of like positivity, just knowing that things are going to get better, that you're going to be blessed. So yeah, appetite, third eye intuition. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. So yeah, there's a sense of intuition and kind of knowing that things are going to get better. So I almost feel like there is a sense of like foresight, like expecting kind of like abundance, expecting positivity, expecting travel, expecting like things to kind of like be fun again, or things to like go well again. So it just kind of feels like growth and possibilities, like allowing yourself to like see bigger for yourself, allowing yourself to like I don't know, expect good things. And I feel with third eye intuition, there is a sense of like, I don't know, kind of being on the inside of something, or knowing that something's gonna happen. So I want to say your intuition is correct, Libra. Let's see, Scorpio. Give me a card for Scorpio. So we have Wolframite, aligned with boldness. And it says, ever since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you. So this to me is a very black kind of solitary crystal. And it's interesting that the name or the word wolf is like in the title, because it kind of feels like lone wolf energy to me, kind of standing alone, maybe having a little bit of like dark clouds around you, but aligned with boldness. I almost feel that some type of leap of faith or taking some type of action, and it definitely could be instinctual, which this card kind of talks about, is like going to be the right move, or exactly like it's going to get you exactly where you're trying to go. So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck, if you've been feeling a little bit in darkness, I want to say that like a bold pivot or a bold move is exactly what you need to kind of like, yeah, get back to a place of happiness, get back to yourself in a sense. We have selenite on the bottom, a clearing partner. So it says the meeting of two personalities is like contact of two chemical substances. If there's any reaction, both are transformed. Ooh, spicy. So this could be a love message as well. Who is this? Hold up, who am I on? Scorpio, sorry. But yeah, there could be a meeting of people. Like there could be a very deep sexual like interaction with someone. So if you've been a little bit alone or introverted, I kind of feel like there is like chemistry between you and someone. Sagittarius. Let's see. Ooh, you got a, okay, something with Sagittarius, like you got a bonus card here. So there's some very potent Sagittarius energy right now. We have Venedanite, and it says joie de vivre, and it says wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. Oh my god, it says looking like a sea creature that has crawled from the ocean, Venedanite is a fire crystal, and as such it encourages a liveliness and an enthusiasm for life that may have been missing. Think of sparkly Venedanite as the antidote for apathy. Make a list of all the people, experiences, and things that infuse your life with fire, passion, energy. Take action to include these people and activities in your life. Take action. So yeah, I kind of feel this is definitely the energy I've been getting, the Sagittarius energy I've been getting, where it's kind of like things picking up, or this card really speaks to making the most out of life, kind of enthusiasm coming back in. And I'm pretty sure that's the card that came out. Yeah, like Sun and Sagittarius, enthusiasm. So it just kind of feels like things are very exciting. I almost feel like you have a lot of energy returning to your life, and maybe it's because like there's a lot of opportunities coming in, you're meeting people. It just kind of feels like all of a sudden things are on fire, and it's very, I don't know, it's kind of like the pickup you've been waiting for. We also have, we have Jasper, which says armor of light. Face your worry and see it as an illusion. It cannot exist unless you give it power and give it life. So yeah, some of you almost feel, oh my god, it's the energy of temperance, like that came out in the middle of the reading, which is Sag energy. Some of you are very protected spiritually, I want to say, and it just kind of feels like you're being led away from like either dullness or things not working out for you. It just kind of feels like paths are opening up for you, and it feels very, very exciting. So I want to say, if you've been having a hard time, maybe you felt under attack, you felt weighed down, like you've just been having a hard time manifesting things, I almost feel like there is like a beacon of light that is like showing you the way, or like showing you multiple paths. And it just kind of feels very magical. And yeah, oh my god, it says it has been used for centuries as a protection stone. However, the help it sends our way isn't influencing how we see and project ourselves into the world. So yeah, I feel like you're very protected. You are very like held. And I want to say there is an angelic or like spirit guide around you that is like contributing to this. So you could have been manifesting or praying for excitement to come into your life, maybe to take a trip, maybe just for your happiness, your joy to come back. And I feel that is being answered. Yeah, we have Iolite Sunstone on the bottom. Oh my god. So yeah, the sun. We have Sag and we have the sun. So I feel like that is such a huge theme. Shout out to you if you have Sag in your chart, especially if you're a sun in Sag. But it says only with the heart can a person see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye, leading from the heart. So yeah, this is a lot of Leo energy. So I want to say Leo season could be very significant, which starts this week. A stone of the heart associated with courage, great compassion, and big-heartedness. Yeah, so I feel like if you've been leading with your heart, or you've just been like, I don't know, praying for encouragement, praying for things to get better, I really see that like, I really see that happening for you. So yay, I'm excited for you, Sag. You got probably the longest reading out of all of them. Capricorn. So we have Celestite, communication and spiritual growth. The beloved sometimes wants to do us a great favor, hold us upside down and shake the nonsense out. So I almost feel some of you are coming to your senses. I almost feel some of you have been in a place of worry or darkness, or maybe you've been lacking clarity on how to proceed, but I almost feel like some of you are getting a wake-up call. It feels like you're literally being held upside down and kind of shaken. And some of you, this is giving hanged man energy. So I want to say some of you with communication and spirit, I want to say some of you have not been listening to your guides as far as like how you're meant to proceed or what you're meant to be doing. And I almost feel like you are getting stopped in your tracks, or there is like a stop sign, or I feel like you're being put on pause or put in timeout, some of you. Others of you, I feel with Celestite, it almost feels like you're coming to your senses. You're like, why was I worried? Or like, why, it almost is like, why didn't I believe in like good things? Why didn't I have faith or something like that? And it just kind of feels like you're like, oh, what am I doing? Like, you're like, of course I should follow my dreams, of course I should do what I love, of course I should, like, I don't know. And also like, you're like, why haven't I been doing this sooner? Or why haven't I been like excited about something or something like that? So it just kind of feels like really good. Yeah, so we have Agatai's shell. This says, never alone. I am he, as you are he, as you are we, or as you are me, and we are all together. So not really my favorite quote, if I'm being honest, but I kind of feel like never alone. There is a message of like, I don't know, knowing that you're supported in all endeavors. There's a mention of the all in this card. So I want to say there is like a tapping into like spiritual knowledge and accessing of your like power as a creator. And there's a sense of like, of course I'm going to do well. Yeah, we have Mars in your sign, Capricorn. So I almost feel like there's a sense of like initiation or like doing something, taking some sort of action. And I want to say like knowing that it's going to go well. There could be a sense of walking by faith, or kind of like going with what's fun or going with what's easy, choosing kind of that Sagittarius energy. And it kind of feels like that is really going to pay off for you. Okay, Aquarius. Oh my God. You definitely could be dealing with a Sag or a Cancer, but we have Veneta Night, Joy de Vere. It says, wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. And then we have Blue Calcite on the bottom, money comes. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss it, you will land amongst the stars. So Aquarius, I feel you have a tendency to dream big or to think big. So with Joy de Vere coming out, I almost feel there's a very expansive opportunity. It could involve travel, but it is because of like your vision or your sense of like, no, I am going to like make this a reality, or I am going to like do the best, or I want to be the best. I want to have the best in life. And I want to say that because you like just have a very expansive view of something, or because you expect good things, like good things are going to happen. And I want to say there is a sense of money. Yeah, this card talks about manifesting. So I want to say, if you've been asking for a dream opportunity, if you've been asking for something to go well, I almost feel some of you are commanding it. You're like, of course this is gonna do well, of course like this is gonna make money. And some of you, it almost feels like you're walking on water. Like you kind of know that you're gonna be held or supported in a situation, and I'm getting that you are. So it just kind of feels like your vision is coming to fruition, or kind of what you've been expecting or like calling in is here. And I feel like you're just like, of course it is. Pisces. Whoa. So you got two. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but we have Wolframite, aligned with boldness. Ever since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you. And then we have Blue Barite, which says self-care. Every blade of grass has its angel that stands over it and whispers, grow, grow. So I almost feel, Pisces, you need an extra encouragement with these two cards. Some of you have been in a really dark place, maybe depressed. Some of you, I almost feel like you've been feeling like very much bogged down, or it almost is like in a place of darkness, maybe having trouble seeing the light in a situation, seeing the end of a situation or something like that. Like the Wolframite crystal just kind of feels very solitary, very alone. So with Blue Barite, I kind of feel like there might be an emphasis on self-care for you, kind of working on your mental health, a sense of encouragement. Like I really like the quote about an angel for every blade of grass. So it feels very Piscean to me, very poetic. So I want to say, like, you have an angel on your shoulder whispering like, grow, or like you can do it, or you're gonna be okay. So I want to say, if you've been really struggling, don't be afraid to take some time out and kind of like find, I don't know, equilibrium, find harmony and balance again. We have Iolite Sunstone, leading from the heart. Only with the heart can a person see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. So I want to say that also feels very intuitive to me. It feels like Leo. Follow your heart, be bold, be courageous, and do what your intuition is calling for you to do. I feel it is really going to pay off, and it also feels like a launch pad to get out of a darker situation, or get out of a situation that is like, I don't know, if you felt alone, or if you felt, yeah, it says aligned with boldness as well. So I want to say, make the bold choice, Pisces, prioritize yourself, and I see that really paying off for you. Aries. So we have Chrysocolla, and it says, nurtured by Mother Earth. Be crumbled so wildflowers will come up where you are. You have been stony for too many years. Try something different. So Chrysocolla always looks kind of like a globe to me in this card. So I want to say there is a sense of like, I don't know, dreaming big. Some of you have kind of lost that like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed like energy. I want to say like, dare to like dream, dare to like think bigger, to kind of tap into yourself as a creator. Some of you, it almost feels like you used to be an artist, or you used to create art, or you used to be like more artist minded as far as things are concerned, and it's like maybe you have really gotten to like the business side of things, so you've been very much like, it almost feels a little bit sterile, or you've been in a 9-to-5 type of thing, and it just kind of feels like taking the suit off, putting your feet in some water, like, I don't know, just kind of like reconnecting to that like eternal part of yourself, that creative part of yourself, and like allowing yourself to kind of like be more fluid, like more, I want to say water. So some of you like need to access like your water energy again. It just kind of feels like you need to reprioritize like creativity, fun, and like fluidity in your life. We have Scolecite. Oh my god, yeah. And it says, firm and lasting foundation. With a stout heart, even a mouse can lift an elephant. So maybe some of you have been really in like a doer mindset, a building mindset. And it just kind of feels like you've been very goal oriented or focused on like building or doing. And it just kind of feels like a need to take a break, do something creative, do something relaxing. Taurus. So Taurus, this card came out. I'm not going to take it. Scolecite, firm and lasting foundation, which just came out for Aries. So if you have Aries placements, you might want to watch Aries. But I kind of feel like you are building something, and it feels like something's gaining a lot of momentum. Taurus, you're very concerned about finances, so definitely the Taurus energy that came out in the collective reading was about finances. So I want to say maybe an investment is building, or you could literally be building something, like investing in property, investing in yeah, some type of physical project. I feel something's getting close, or it is like coming along smoothly or something like that. A card for Taurus. Oh my god, okay. Well, we have Wolframite, aligned with boldness, and it says, ever since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you. And then we have Scolecite, wanted to come out. It says, with a stout heart, even a mouse can lift an elephant. So I want to say, Taurus, you've kind of been in the grind. This is very similar to Aries, where you're just like, build, 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 do, or like, I need to make it here, I need to get this done, or something like that. It just kind of feels like a lot of like, a lot of working, a lot of doing, a lot of like pushing through. This could be like working 12-hour days, or like, I just like you need a break. Like, it almost is like, okay, like, let someone else do the building, let someone else like oversee whatever this is, Taurus. Like, you need a break. You need to like not be alone. And with like a lot, like this card always feels so solitary to me, like Wolframite. So I kind of feel like you need to like take a vacation, do something spontaneous, do something like out of the blue, like, which is kind of like our North Node energy right now, Taurus. Like, the North Node is in your sign, and with Uranus there as well, you kind of need to break the mold. You kind of need to break tradition. Like, you can be kind of fixed, Taurus. You can be kind of set in your ways sometimes. Maybe you're like, oh, but like, this is my schedule, or like, it has to be this way. I'm kind of getting you need something to shake things up a little bit. Especially if you've been hitting a block. Maybe this project, like, maybe I almost feel like something is like moving steadily along, but if you do something that is like a little bit non-traditional or a little bit spontaneous, I almost feel something like takes off exponentially. We have growth and we have possibilities. So this definitely could be investments, like making the safe choice versus doing something that you feel called to. Yeah, aligned with boldness. Maybe you want to make a little bit of a riskier investment and you're like, this is not secure, or something like that. You're like, is this guaranteed? Then I'm not gonna do it. But I kind of feel like you should do something a little bit different. It says life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. So there you go, aligned with boldness, like, be courageous, do something a little bit different, Taurus. Like, I really see that paying off for you. Let's see, Gemini. Oh, that was so fast. Okay. Black Kyanite, repair and restoration. You must act as if it is impossible to fail. Ooh, I really like this. There's a little bit of like a mysterious vibe to this crystal coming out. It's definitely one of like, I don't know, absorbing energy, but to me, there's something that is a little bit secretive or mysterious about this. So I'm also like, there is a secret project that you're doing. It says Black Kyanite is a powerful protection stone. So I almost feel like something you're doing is protected. It feels very like hush hush, or like on the down low or something like that. And I almost feel like something is kind of like guaranteed to be successful or guaranteed to be fruitful or expansive in some capacity. So it feels like you kind of like have the perfect like knowledge, or this is like the perfect project. Yeah. We have hematite, which says perfection in the moment, grounding. These are the soul's changes. I don't believe in aging. I believe in forever altering one's aspect to the sun. So I kind of talked about Sag and Gemini, like that axis. So yeah, with the Gemini energy coming out, I almost feel like you're getting very close to the sun or to that sweet spot. So maybe you have been balancing out like Sag and Gemini energy, where I feel like you're coming into the perfect balance of something or the perfect mix. It almost feels like alchemy, where you've been trying to like figure something out or find the right thing, and it feels like you're hitting like the sweet spot of something. I feel like I said that earlier in this video. I forget if this is like from this video or the one I recorded for Patreon, but feels like you are on the right track, Gemini. I don't know what you're doing. It's giving mad scientist vibes, but I feel like whatever magic manifesting or like mixing or something, it is like right on point. But that's what I have for you. That's what I have for all of you. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you end up seeing this far into the video, like, let me know in the comment section. Like, I just really appreciate everyone who comments or like supports my page. And yeah, I love hearing like your insights or how things resonate. So don't be shy. Comment down below your favorite part of the video, your favorite reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye.